Ladies and gentlemen, please listen close. They laughed at you. They pointed at you. They whispered in corners and smirked when you walked past. They made your pain the punchline, and your struggle the entertainment. And you stood there. You took it. You didn't clap back. You didn't scream. You didn't throw your pain on display for their satisfaction, but you walked away with something they didn't see. You walked away with God's attention. And when God starts moving in private, He moves in ways no human can interrupt. He starts opening doors they didn't even know existed. He starts connecting dots they thought were erased. He starts building a foundation under you while they're still trying to knock you down. To the new ones here, listen. Subscribe right now. Like this video. Leave a comment and tell me where you're watching from, because this isn't just content. This is war for your mind. To the ones who have been here, loyal from the beginning, thank you. You are proof that the right people stay, and the right words find the right ears. They mocked you because they thought public embarrassment was power. But public mockery only works on people who don't know where their real validation comes from. Your validation is not in their applause. Your identity is not in their approval. Your worth is not in their opinion. They mocked you publicly because they wanted to control the narrative. But God writes the ending, and He does it without consulting the people who doubted you. Do you know why you are still standing? Because private pain can build public strength. Because what breaks some people builds others. Because you didn't let the moment define you. You let the moment refine you. Think about Oprah Winfrey. She was fired from her first television job because they said she wasn't fit for TV. They mocked her delivery. They mocked her look. They mocked her presence. But God was moving in private, shaping her voice, shaping her vision, preparing her to speak to millions in a way no one else could. Think about Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Public humiliation for a kid who loved the game. People laughed. People doubted. But behind the scenes, in private, he was grinding. He was building. And God was crafting a drive so relentless it would make him the greatest in history. You have to understand something deep. God does not need a public announcement to start His work. He does not need an audience to perform a miracle. And He is not in the business of proving your value to the wrong people. He is in the business of proving Himself faithful to the right ones. Your job is not to clap back. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to stay the course, to keep showing up, to keep becoming. Because while they are laughing, God is lifting. And listen, this is not about being passive. This is about being strategic. You can waste years trying to change the mind of someone committed to misunderstanding you. Or you can spend that time building something so undeniable. They are forced to see it, whether they want to or not. So here is the mindset shift. Let them have the moment. You take the movement. Let them win the laugh. You win the legacy. Let them have the scene. You take the story. Because the ones who mock in public never see the tables turning in private. And when God flips those tables, it is always bigger than revenge. It is redemption. They thought you'd be chasing. They thought you'd be explaining. They thought you'd be proving yourself over and over again. But you're not the same anymore. You learned the power of holding back your words. You learned the strength in walking away without an announcement. You learned that not every battle needs to be fought. Some are won by silence. Because silence eats at them more than your anger ever could. Silence makes them question their own moves. Silence forces them to face themselves without distraction. You stopped reacting. You stopped giving them the satisfaction of knowing they got to you. And in that decision, you took back your power. Now they sit in the echo of everything they did. No comfort. No explanation. Just the weight of their own actions pressing on them day after day. And here's the truth. They will replay your absence more than they ever replayed your presence. Because your presence was a gift, and they misused it. So you moved on, quietly, completely, without looking back. And by the time they finally realize what they lost, you'll be too far ahead for them to ever catch you. That's how you win. No scenes, no shouting, just distance, and a life so far above theirs they can only watch from a distance. It's over, not because they said so, but because you decided. And when you decide, there's no coming back.